Hi, this is Joe again with another review. Actually, for this video, it's going to be another video I'm going to be doing for my Big Six Towers shareholders page. So it makes it easy for me to, and I'll repeat it a few times, it's easy for me to upload to YouTube and then link it to Facebook. So this is my Big Six Towers shareholders page. And of course, I'm an administrator, and I created this page back in 2012. Can't believe it's been that long already. And I want to continue with the previous video I did a couple of days ago. I'm mostly talking about the whole Colleen situation. Now, towards the end of the video, I did go into it that because I told a joke, which you can argue that's. I'm going to briefly, in case you didn't see the end of that video, because it was a long video. I made a joke that Colleen said, it was a sexual joke, inappropriate, and all that type of thing. Even though I apologized for it at the time, she didn't care. And 2 months after that incident, she kicked me out of the lobby because of that I was making, quote, sexual jokes. That she pushed for public safety to keep me out of the lobby. Now after that, of course, and because she makes it, I paid for all of this. In terms of what was going on in the lobby, for Halloween with the trick or treating, trick or treating in the lobby thing that's been going on for the last few years. And at least that's 10, 11 years in the co-op. This has been going on with the trick or treating in the lobby to keep the kids out of the buildings, pretty much. So she and Colleen, I should say, volunteered the last two Halloween in 2021, and of course in 2022. So which I didn't put into the video or I didn't mention in previous posts was the fact I came down in 2021 to help give out candy to the kids, and Colleen was a little annoyed that I came down, even though there was no so-called sexual jokes. There was nothing going on, so she really had nothing to kick me out of the lobby. She had no excuse. Well, in October she did, because she got miffed. She got her nose bit out of joint because for those who didn't see that video, I'll recap it. We were in the elevator together, and there was another woman in there, in the elevator with the two of us, and she said, "Oh, do you know each other?" And Colleen says, "Yeah, he's beneath me." And of course, the way she said it, and the tone of her voice, it was completely disrespectful. And instead of calling around on it, I made a joke out of it, and I said, "Oh, you make it sound like it's a bad thing." So she got miffed, and she said, "Oh, you're making a sexual joke. You're making a sexual joke." And that's how she spoke, actually. I'm not exaggerating and not making fun of it. That's how she spoke to me. Even though I apologized for it, and this is what I mean by the double standards and me not getting elected to the board. I'm the one who has to apologize to people. I'm the one who has to respect people. I'm the one who has to do this, and do all kinds of things to get people's votes. And meanwhile, the person who did the wrong, which was Colleen, and kicking me out of the lobby, she gets off scot-free. Right? Pretty much. Because in the almost 4 months later, she never apologized to me at all. Right? She doesn't even consider to apologize to me, because there's not enough in her mind, and a lot of other shareholders' minds. Okay, and picking on the people who constantly vote against me, in the board elections, and those who decide to get off. I have to say it just like this. So I have to say it like this: that people get off are treating me like crap. All right, it's happened several times. People get off on. because they feel that they deserve to get crapped on. Okay? So Colleen gets off on all this stuff. I mean, there's absolutely no question about it. And so what happens is, I want her to apologize. Even her management sent her letters. So why can't you apologize? She has, to this day, in almost 4 months, she has not even considered, any kind of motivate, some kind of get together to settle the situation. She refused to do so. Management was all for it. I'm all for it. But unfortunately, Colleen refuses to do it because you know why? Because she does not want to admit that she was in the wrong. Okay? She doesn't want to admit that what she did was wrong, and she doesn't want to admit that she was in the wrong, and feel like that was trying to steal her thunder or something by being in the lobby giving out candy to the kids. Now look, in all the buildings, there's always more than one person who comes down to give candy out to the kids. True, most people is like one person who decides to volunteer, or 1 or 2 people, but there's been others who come down because they buy candy too, and they like I do, when the kids knock on your door or ring your bell and get candy. I mean, the one way to end all this stuff, in my opinion, is to have the kids come into the buildings and go door to door. The reason why this whole thing came about, for those of you who haven't been living here that long, is because there have been porters, at least in Building 3, well, the guy since retired, but we used to have a porter in Building 3. He said he lived in Building 3 as I know who the porter was. Every time he had to work on November 1, he used to complain about the, cleaning up the building, because when a kid gets a candy bar, they'll take it and eat it and throw the wrappers on the floors, in the stairwells or in the elevators or on the floors. So on the various floors in the building, so he gets tired of it. So he was complaining about it. I don't know about the other porters. I can't speak for him. I can't speak about what goes on in other buildings, but that's what was going on. And of course, we came up with the idea to do the trick-or-treating in the lobbies. So the Krieglers, they go around and ask people to volunteer in the various buildings. And I personally volunteered last couple of years, but unfortunately, Bill and Janet didn't pick me to volunteer to do the trick-or-treating in the lobby, to organize everything. And they picked this person instead, last 2 years, and it became a disaster. I mean, it is a disaster in every way, shape, or form, because to me she can't handle all the people coming down there. I mean, not just me, but those other neighbors who come down and give out candy as their own candy to the kids, and she doesn't like that because her name was on the flyers. Colleen's name was on the flyers, and I paid for all of this, referring to all the she did not pay for all the declarations. Alright, and I want to get back to that. I know I mentioned that earlier. She does not pay for all the declarations, folks. She hasn't. What she had instead was she asked people on Facebook to donate decorations, for whatever holiday it comes. And it doesn't have to be Halloween. It's going to say Patrick's Day, which is coming up, or Easter, which is going to be after that. She asks people to donate, or she goes on Facebook on Alan's page and asks for people to donate candy and or candy for Halloween, or the decorations for any other holiday throughout the year. And what Colleen does is she takes credit for those decorations. Oh, it's not. Let's say John Smith decorates donated this particular decoration. Let's say, instead of giving him credit or thanking John Smith, for example, or John Doe, that they gave out declarations. I put up the declarations. I did this, or I did that. And it's just, you know, to me it's just not right that she's taking credit for other people's declarations. I mean, that's what she's doing. So what I have been doing is to try and convince management to pull the permission from Colleen from decorating the lobby because of what happened. I mean, I complained at the time, and you know, and Halloween was. I mean, I've been complaining since Halloween that in Halloween 2022 is I've been complaining for 4 months as she should no longer be allowed to decorate the lobby. Her apartment is one thing, or her floor, the 15th floor, or whatever, or her apartment is one thing. But I don't want her to decorate the lobbies anymore. Period. And I don't want her to volunteer. I don't want her to do the trick or treating in the lobbies anymore. Because if she can kick me out, she can kick anybody else out. And what she did was flat out wrong, kicking me out over a stupid joke. I mean, I've talked to several people, including management, and not one of them defended Colleen. They're all on my side on this. And so I don't know why management is still allowing Colleen to decorate the lobby. The reason is because the decorations that Colleen puts up, they're not covered, you know, the windows. They're not block the windows, or doesn't block the security cameras, or whatever the hell the situation, or whatever the excuse is. They're not allowing her to decorate. You know, they allow her to continue to decorate the lobbies because of her decorations do not cover the the security cameras or whatever. And he said to me, "This is a stupid excuse, Maria. This is the stupidest excuse he ever heard." She goes, "Why?" I said, "Well, because of what happened. Because Colleen has to know that she cannot get away with that stuff. She cannot get away with kicking me out of the lobby. She can't get away with it. And I don't care if I complain for the next 4 years, okay, or 20 years. I do not want Colleen anywhere near the lobby for Halloween, or decorate the lobbies anymore because of what she did." Now, I also mentioned the whole fact with the whole snowman thing, and you know, in the previous video, and that people were giving me crap for it. And there's one person, I don't even know her name. So either way, I'm not gonna mention her name anyway. But she kept saying, "Oh, this is why you can't get elected to the board. It's because you unplug the snowman and all this other stuff." And so he said to her, "Oh, yeah, what about the person who, well, it's okay for Colleen to disrespect me. That's fine, right? It's fine. I mean, it's fine. That's allowed to give me crap and to threaten me, threaten my family, call public safety on me, get me kicked out of the lobby. Well, all I was doing was wanting to give out candy to the kids on Halloween. Okay, she kicks me out. That's fine. Anything Colleen does is fine because she's a stinking school teacher. All right. Now I know exactly what she teaches the kids at school. Because this goes on in public schools, not just here in New York, but throughout the whole United States. Okay, this was except in Florida. Because it passed the law in Florida. I know exactly what she teaches the kids in her class. That all white people are racist. Anybody who's in the Republican Party is a racist. It's okay for boys to dress up like girls. It's okay for girls to dress up like boys. It's okay for boys to be on girls' sports teams. And vice versa. It's okay for girls to be on boys' sports teams. And that all white people are racist. That's what she teaches these kids. And people say, "Oh, how do you know that?" I said, because they're teaching this to all kids all across the country, and they store them as early as kindergarten. And Colleen is a kindergarten teacher. Now, so far, I have not gone as far as contacting PS 229 where she teaches, and asking them to get rid of to get rid of her. The reason why I have it is because I don't have any kids. I don't have any kids in the school. I don't have any kids in her class. So that's why I haven't done it. That's what that means. Because I don't have any kids I don't have any kids at all, as far as I know. I don't have any kids at all. So I don't have any rights to complain about her being in the school. But that's why they teach kids in schools today. That all whites are racist. All Republicans are racist. There's for boys to dress up like girls, for girls to dress up like boys, for boys to be on girls' teams, and to use the girls' bathrooms, and to use the girls' locker rooms, and all this stuff. That's what they teach them in schools today. That's what they teach them in school. And you have this person teaching young kids, or kindergarten age kids, and meanwhile, she doesn't have the maturity or the temperament to apologize to me for kicking me out of the lobby on Halloween. And meanwhile, some of you on Facebook, and some of you who are not on the page, live in Big Six Towers, they attack you guys attack me for saying that I'm not mature enough, or I don't have the temperament, or I don't have any of this stuff, but it's okay for Colleen to treat me like this, or Howard Geary to treat me like this. I mean, that's fine, right? As long as I get cracked off on these people, that's fine. Okay, that's all well and good, but when I fight back, when I answer back, when I retaliate, because I was disrespected by Colleen in every way, shape, or form, and now every so often, unfortunately, you're not going to hear in the video, the microphone is not picking anything up because nothing's going on right now. It's time to record this video. She and her son are constantly banging from upstairs in the middle of the night, like 2:30 in the morning, constantly banging. You hear this. Banging like that, or knocking like that, at about 2:30 in the morning. Almost every night. I'm hearing this. Okay? Now it's okay for her to do that stuff. But if I do that, I get blasted for it. I mean, and that's some of the reasons why I don't get elected to the board, because of these idiots. These people, and you wonder why Dorothy Kaminsky, the late Dorothy Kaminsky, acted the way she has in these meetings, because you're dealing with people who are that intelligent. You're like Colleen or Howard. You're dealing with people who are basically assholes. Excuse my language, but that's what these two are. When you're dealing with assholes, you become an asshole yourself. And that's exactly what happened to me. Is I become one of these people. I become an asshole or a jerk or whatever word you want to use. That's when I become that. I should mention this one fact before I sign off this video. I don't want to go longer than I did in the previous video. There was a study that was announced this morning on the radio that the mask thing does not work. The covering up or wearing the stupid face mask because of the virus just doesn't work anymore. No shit. Hell, I could have told you that. I was telling people that 3 years ago that the masks don't work. When the coronavirus started coming out, I told people that. I was telling people that. And people said, oh, you're wrong, you have to cover up, you have to cover up. Guess what, folks? It's now proven that the stupid face masks just don't work. And when I hear that, they said, no shit, Sherlock. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. Excuse me. And I could have told you that. I was telling people that the stupid masks don't work. And now that's just proven. So those of you who throwing me over the stupid face mask thing, you know what you can do with the mask now? Stick it up your nose. You're polite to stick up your nose. The mask thing. And that's another reason why I can't get it, because I refuse to wear a mask. Right? That's why I want to cut this video short now, because and if I do another video sometime in life for the page here, I might do another. I just want to close up the whole Colleen thing. Want to do first of all, I want to do a separate video anyway, but I wanted to close that part. Like I said, if Colleen is having to be watching this video, I doubt it, because I kicked her off the page for obvious reasons, which I mentioned already in this video. But if she happens to see this thing, so look, let's end the stupid thing already. So kind of mediation, with management, I'm willing to do it. Management is willing to do it, but until you're willing to do it, you know what you can do with your decorations in the lobby. You can stick it somewhere. So this is Joe. I'm signing off, and catch you all next time.